Hello my dear students, in this video I'm going to give you an overview for Unit 4. There are two learning goals in Unit 4. First, you need to learn how to make a large purchase decision for things like automobiles and houses. Second, you need to know how to best finance your purchase and calculate the borrowing costs. For most people in the United States, the largest purchases in life are automobiles and houses. Before you make this large purchase, you need to first decide whether purchasing is the best option and whether you can afford that purchase. Let's take automobile as the example. If you want to always drive a new car, or if you cannot afford to buy a car, leasing could be the best option for you. You need to understand the difference between closed-end and open-end leases. If you decide to buy a car, you need to consider the cost of the car and your affordability. New cars typically have lower maintenance costs, but the drop in the resale price is large in the first few years. On the contrary, used cars typically have high maintenance costs, but the resale price is relatively consistent. Similarly, when you are trying to make the decision of renting or buying a house, you also need to consider your affordability and your preference. If you are going to stay in the same city for more than 5 years and you can afford the 20% down payment and future monthly mortgage payments, you may prefer to buy a house. Why 20% down payment? That is because that 20% down payment is the minimum requirement to avoid PMI insurance, which places additional burdens on house buyers. We also learned how to calculate PMI insurance payment in this unit. There are two major types of mortgages, which are fixed rate mortgage and adjustable rate mortgage. You should know the difference between these two. When you are borrowing from the bank, your lender will evaluate your ability to pay. One thing your lender will do is to find the maximum you can pay for PT, which includes your monthly payment towards principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. They usually use the front end and the back end affordability ratios to evaluate how much mortgage you can afford. Remember that your lenders will only be willing to lend you the lower PTs calculated by these two ratios. We also learned how to calculate the borrowing costs. In this unit, we learned how to calculate down payment, monthly payment, total costs for car and house, total interest, and PMI insurance. This ends this overview for Unit 4. I will see you soon in Unit 5.